Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing channel of SSC MONK. Today we are going to solve most important questions, or I can say must do reasoning questions of SSC CGL 2025. Now understand, a lot of changes have happened in the year of 2025 with respect to the pattern in reasoning. Now, lot of new chapters, new topics have been introduced, like machine input, like decision making, like critical reasoning, especially in the prelims paper, because you know that critical reasoning was previously asked in the mains examination, but this year critical reasoning appeared in the prelims examinations as well. So that is why we need to be up to date. We need to focus on the latest pattern. Okay, we need to focus on the latest pattern so that we can score high. Okay, so this is the objective of this video. We have to do complete practice of all the latest questions so that we can get maximum selection out of this series. Now, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel of SSC Monk, please subscribe. It's my humble request. Okay, and also please join this Telegram channel of SSC Monk so that you can get a lot of study material in that channel. So PDFs and PPTs might also be will also be available in that Telegram channel. Okay, now one last thing I want to add in this in the introduction of this video is that we are not only going to focus on the question solving, just questions and answers, so that is a little slightly boring format. We are going to actually focus on the concept. Okay, so that even if you have not studied that much, or if some topic is weak, some of your topic is weak, you can focus a skill of solving those types of problems also. So this would be my focus. Okay, so with this thing, let's dive into the questions so that we can score good marks in the SSC CGL 2026. Now understand the first question. Six people A, B, C, D, E and F live in a six-story building with the lowest floor numbered 1 and the highest floor numbered 6. E lives on an even numbered floor. There are two floors between E and C and one floor between E and F. C lives on the first floor. F does not live immediately above C, and there are two people between A and D does not live on an odd numbered floor who lives two floors below B. Now try to understand. There are six people and these people are living in a six-story building. Now if they are living in a six-story building, that means each person is living one above the another. So this type is called as floor based arrangement, floor based puzzle. This is called as floor based puzzle. Okay, this is called as floor based puzzle. In this type of puzzle, you would be given with some people, and similar to that you would be given with some number of floors. In normally in cases, in most of the cases, you get equal number of people and equal number of floors. I will tell you what is the other case. I will introduce you to that case also. Now normally, like in this question, you are given with six people and with six floors. And if you're given with six people and six floors, the examiner would always ask you, he will always give you with this information that lowest floor is numbered as 1 and the highest floor is numbered as 6. He will always give you. So how to proceed with the question? You need to draw this type of vertical arrangement in which you will be writing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So you can write this thing, and I'm just drawing some lines so that you can differentiate it. You can just differentiate it. Okay, so this is how a floor based puzzle looks like. If there are seven people, so you need to just introduce to one more floor. Okay, so depending on the number of floor, depending on the number of people, you need to make this type of puzzle. So this is called as the floor based puzzle. Max to max, he would be giving you 7 or 8 floors in SSC examination. In banking examination or something, you might be given with 9 or 10, but it is not primarily our concern right now. Our concern is SSC or slightly railway examination. So in these types of examination, he would be giving you either 6 or 7 or 8 floors max to max. Now why I am saying ki in normally in questions, the number of people would be equal to the number of floors. Okay, why I am saying that number of people would be equal to the number of floors. So this is the case in this type of puzzle in which all the people would be sitting here. So suppose I'm saying that PQRST, okay, PQRSTU, these people are sitting, are living in this type of floor. So suppose this PQRST and U. Okay, so in this case you can see the number of people and number of floor are equal. But in some cases there is one more case here, and this is called as vacant floor. Some questions based on vacant floors have been asked in your RRB examination some years back. Okay, in this case, the normally the arrangement would look like this. Now in this, the examiner would provide you with the information. The examiner would provide you with the information. There would be one or two vacant floors, or he might not provide. In some cases, he might not provide. In some cases, he might provide. But with the number of people given to you, you can easily find the number of vacant floors. Normally it would be maximized one in case of SSC examination. So in this case, if I'm assuming that fifth is the vacant floor, so the arrangement would look like this. So these are the two cases which are possible in the floor based arrangement. Okay, now usually in our detailed classes I tell a lot about solving and how to approach these types of questions, but this is a series of important questions. So it's better to teach you the approach via questions instead of just going through the examples. So let's start the question. So I am just drawing 6 5 4 3 2 1 because it is starting from 6, because 6 is the topmost floor. Okay, so you do not need to draw these lines in the examination. I'm just drawing so that you can get a clarity. Now understand. Now I'm trying to teach you the approach. Firstly, E is living on a even numbered floor. Now you need to write some information on the right hand side so that you can solve the question very easily. If E is living on a even numbered floor, that means E can be living on 2, 4 or 6, because 2, 4 and 6 are the even floors. But in one more information is given to you that C is living on the first floor. Now if C is living on the first floor, that means C is living here. C is living here. And one more information was given to you that two floors are between E and C. That means if two floors are between E and C, so you can see this and this. That means E would be living on this floor. E would be living on floor number 4. And you can see that this is a even numbered floor. So what you need to do, you first need to read the complete information. So read the complete information. Read the complete information. After reading the complete information, try to find the easiest link. Try to find the easiest link. Now in this case, what was the easiest link? The easiest link was C and E, because it was already provided to you that C is living on the first floor. Now if C is living on the first floor, that means this is a fixed case. So try to find the easiest link or the fixed case. Fixed case, what is the meaning of fixed case? In this type of fixed case, he will always provide you with some given information, with some fixed information which is not going to change. Okay, he would be providing you with some fixed information which is not going to change, which is a constant information. I can also say it as a constant information. This is your constant information, it will not change. Now using this constant information, try to make a link. Now after finding this constant information, which was C lives on the first floor, you found a link between E and C, in which it said that E and C, there are two floors in between E and C. After this, we can find the link between E and F with the next given information, that is one floor is between E and F. There is one floor between E and F. Now if one floor is between E and F, try to understand that F could be living here because one floor, or F could be living here. Okay, so two cases are possible, but here If you have read the information carefully, two cases were not needed. Why? Because f does not live immediately above c. If f is not living immediately above c, this is your immediate above. Remove this. That means this case is your valid case, this case is your valid case. Next thing, D does not live on an odd number floor. Again, if D is not living on an odd number floor, that means D is living on an even numbered floor. If D is living on an even numbered floor, now you can see only second floor is available, whereas fourth and the sixth floor are taken by E and F respectively. That means D would be present here. That means D would be present here. Two people in between A and D, that means A is present here, and the remaining person, that is B, would be sitting. B would be living here. Okay, got it? Who lives two floor below B? Two floor below B is the option B is the correct answer for this question. One more thing I want to tell you in this is the concept of uh, explore explore above or below some person, or I can say explore above or below person Y, and explore between two given persons, between two given persons. These are two given persons. Now understand what I'm saying. If I am saying through this example, if I am saying how many floors are between F and E, how many floors are between F and E, you can say that only one floor is between F and D. Okay. I am asking you how many floors are there between F and B. You can say two floors are there between F and B. How many floors are there between F and D? So you can say three floors are between F and D. Now understand, if I'm saying X floor are between F and D, that means three floor are between F and D. Okay, so that means you need to figure out a gap of that only, gap of X. You need to place those persons at a gap of X, because you can see that F and D, three persons were living between F and D. That means there is a gap of three floors. There is a gap of three floors, that is one, two, three. Three floors are in between. Three floors are in between F and D. So three floors are in between F and D. Three floors are in between F and D. Now understand the other case. If I am saying I'm saying two floors below F, two floors below F, two floors below F. I'm directly introducing to you to the concept. If it is given two floors below F, that means you need to subtract one from this, and that means you will reach to E. That means one floor. So if it is saying that two floor below F, that means there is a gap of gap of one, or one between F and E, or one between F and E. That means you need to take X minus 1. In this case, X floor below, that means X minus 1. This is your gap. This would be your gap. Okay, this would be your gap between those two persons. I hope this question is clear to all of you with the concept also. I know this is not a very detailed concept, but still a thorough concept that can help you in the problem solving of such type of questions. I hope first question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the second question now. Now, carefully read the question. Direction. Study the information carefully and answer the questions below. 7% have to attend a seminar in 7 different months. So January, March, April, May, July, August and September. Each of them works in 7 different professions. So you have 7 different professions given here, but not necessarily in the same order. After that, information is given to you. Let's read this information. You is an engineer and attended the seminar on the month which has 30 days. 2% in between. I give me a second. I think something is missing here. Okay, some part is missing here. Just let me figure it out. And S attends the seminar just below before the one who is a journalist. 3% attend seminar between R and Q, and both of them doesn't attend seminar either in March or May. The one who is a boxer attends the seminar just after the dentist. The one who is a surgeon attends the seminar just after the one who is an engineer. R attends the seminar after you. Q and S both are not police. Boxer attends the seminar in March. T attend the seminar after P but before V. Who attends the seminar in May? A very good question, a very lengthy question I can say with respect to the CGL examination. This is a very lengthy question, but still we are going to solve this question with ease. Okay, so just give me a second so that I can add the missing information in here. So let's make a change here. It should be two-person attend seminar between you and one who is a police officer. You and the one who is a police officer. So this is the change that is made here. Now understand, this is the question of month-based puzzle. Okay, this is the question of month-based puzzle. Now you can see different types of puzzle in this category also. There is puzzle called as month-based puzzle. There is week-based puzzle. There is year-based puzzle. Okay, so you have three types of puzzle which is given you. Now, especially in terms of month and in terms of year. So in terms of month, one common thing that has been observed across the puzzles, it is that he would in some or the other way, he would give you the number of days of a month. Number of days of a month. Okay, suppose I am saying he would give you a statement, suppose like Karan does not go in a month having 30 days. Okay, so Karan does not go in a month having 30 days. That means two possibilities are there. Either he is going in a month having 28 or 29 days, or he is going in a month which is having 31 days. Why I am saying 28 or 29? Because we never know whether it is a leap year or year, or sorry, leap year or not an ordinary year. But when it is not given to you in case of month based puzzle, then you have to consider that it is a month of 28 days. Okay, he would specify, sometimes he specifies, sometimes he does not specify, but then you have to assume it is a month of 28 days. Or the second case is of 31 days. Similarly, he can give you some case like he's going in a month having 31 days. Then you need to figure it out, that out of the given months, because he will not give you 12 persons, he will give you maximum of 7 persons. So in these 7 months, you need to figure out which is of 30 days and which is of 31 days. So if you are having any trouble in this, then you need to remember which month is having how many number of days. This thing you need to remember. Second thing you need to understand in the case of month based puzzle. Second thing that you need to understand in the case of month based puzzle. Okay, second thing that you need to understand in the case of month based puzzle is that he in this hold on a second. Yeah, so in this, what examiner does is that there are two possibilities here. Two possibilities. I'm sorry, I just in between I just forgot that thing what I needed to tell you, but now I remember. So there are two possibilities in month based puzzle. In the first possibility, the month would be in order. Months would be in order. So he would give you like January to July, January to August. So it would be in the given order. And in the second case, he would give you months randomly. Suppose in this case, you can see it was given January, March, April, May. Some months are skipped in between. So this is the case of months randomly. Now understand, when months are in order, that means if 7 months are given to you and 7 people are given to you, that means 7 people are going or they were born in these months. So it is completely in order because everything is matching now. So everything is matching now in this, like this. Okay, so suppose I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 people are there. This is the month and this is the person. So in corresponding to that, this is the case. Now if I'm asking you this is P1, this is P2, this is P3, this is P4, this is P5 and this is P6. This is M1, this is M2, this is M3, this is M4 This is M5 and this is M6. These are the number of months, these are the months, and these are the persons. So I'm saying, if I'm asking you, and these are in order, these are in order, these are in order. Order means everything is in order: January, February, March, April, like this. Okay, it can either start from January or it can start from April or anything examiner wants, but no months, or I can say in a better way that no months is missing in between. No months is missing in between. I want to write in a better way. So see what I'm telling you in this first case. No month is missing. No month is missing. That's the thing I want to tell you. No month is missing. That means everything is order. It means that January, February, March, like consecutive months. This was the word I was figuring it out. Consecutive months. It has given you consecutive months. Now, if I'm asking you, two people are going between the person who is going in January and in February. So that means it is in order. It is in order. It is in order. But this case is not valid in the case of months randomly. It is not valid in the case of months randomly. So suppose I am saying, suppose the thing I am trying to explain you here is that so I am saying that if 2 months are there between January and April, that is February and March in between January and April, that means two persons are going. But if I am saying 3% between A and 3 months between A and B, 3 months between A and B. If I'm saying 3 months are between A and B, that means if months are not arranged randomly and you are not given with April, so that means it would be born in January and it would be born in, if I am saying months are given, suppose Jan, Feb, April, May, July. These are the months that are given to you. Then that means if 3 months are there between A and B, that means this would be born in January and February. Then you have to count March also. March and April. February, March and April. Okay, then this would be born in May. But in actual information, how many months were given to you in the question? How many months were given to you in the question? You are given with only February in between, February and April in between. Did you got my point? What I'm trying to explain you? I am saying, let me repeat this point once again. This is a trap point. In the examination, he gives that 3 months are between A and B. And suppose some one more information is given to you that the A is born in January. If A is born in January, that means 3 months you have to count March also. You have to count March also. Why you have to count March also? Because it is one of the 12 months. It is one of the 12 months. Even if it is not given in the information, then also you need to count. This is the thing that I was trying to explain you. That is why I explained this whole point. Now one more thing I want to explain you here. Give me a second. Mm, hmm. I'm unable to remember what I wanted to explain here. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, if I remember, I would explain you. So let's start this question. Okay, let's start this question. Same type, this same how to approach this type of question. You need to make a vertical arrangement. You need to make a vertical arrangement like this. January, then you have to write a March, then April, then May, then July, then August, and then September. This arrangement you need to make. Okay, I'm just drawing these types of lines. Now in the examination, you do not need to write everything. You need not write lines and you need not draw lines and write everything. Okay, just short forms are enough. Just short forms are enough. Okay, now in this, you are given with some persons, and these persons, I think PQRSTU, V also. Okay, so these are the persons, and along with that, there are professions also. So this is basically three variable puzzle or two variable puzzle. Okay, where variables are also given to you. So this is variable based puzzle with month. Variable based puzzle with month. Now, what I told you in the previous question, try to find a fixed information and write it here. U is an engineer, so just write UENG. Okay, this is a rough area, just write the information is short. And attend the seminar in a month which has 30 days. If it is attending a seminar in 30 days, that means it can attend seminar in April, it can attend the seminar in September. So two cases are possible, whether in April or in September. Okay, so we figured it out. After this, two person attend seminar between you and the one who is police officer. So just write you to police officer. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that two people attend the seminar between you and the one who is the police officer. S attends the seminar just before a journalist. Now understand, if S is attending just before journalist, that means you have to write this type of format. Why I'm writing this type of format? Because whenever you fit here, it would look like this only. Whenever you fit this into the table, it would look like this only. So why not put vertical arrangement here only? Why not put vertical arrangement here only? Now let's start drawing, because I don't think we can find any other link. Also, because we can't find any other link, so let's start drawing that you is an engineer. I'm writing you engineer. This is the first case and this is the second case. Try to form cases instead of sitting idle, because it would help you solve the questions in lesser time. And two people between you and the police officer, that means 1 2, this would be your police officer. 1 2, this would be your police officer. Okay, we figured it out till now. Now this case is invalid. Why? Because R is attending the seminar after you. R attends the seminar after you, so that is why this second case is invalid. After this, what other information is given to you? S attends just before journalist, so S can be here, journalist can be here. Lot of cases. Now let's see the next case. Three-person attend the seminar between R and Q. So I'm writing R, 3Q, and both of them doesn't attend in March or May. So understand, R and Q, three people in between R and Q, and both of them does not attend in March or May. So if I'm saying that if R is present here, then that means Q should be present here. If R is present, if Q is present here, that means R should be present here. Because March cannot be the case, that means this should be empty with respect to R and Q. And after this, we cannot put R or Q any other place, in any other place. Okay, let's see what else is given. The one who is a boxer attends just after dentist. So boxer attends just after dentist, that means this would be the case. This is how it should appear. Surgeon attends just after the one who is an engineer. Okay, so surgeon appears just after engineer. Surgeon appears just after engineer, that means surgeon would appear here. This is a fixed case. This is a fixed case. After this, T attends the seminar after P, that means after P. That means if T is attending the seminar after P, that means T is present here. And T attends, understand, but before P. This is talking about which person? This is talking about T. This is not talking about P. T attends the seminar after P, but before B. But before B. If it was given who P comma who be attends before V, then it was talking about P. But right now it is talking about T. So T attends the seminar after P but before V. That means this should appear. This should be the case. This should it how it should appear. Now I think all the information is given, but one more thing is given. Q and S both are not police. Q and S both are not police. Now understand. S was just before journalist. I put S here? I cannot put S here. Why? Because you need journalist here. Can I put S here? Yes, maybe we can put S here. Can we put S here? No, we cannot put S here because S is not police. Or what we can do, and S we cannot put S at the last because S is just before the journalist. So that means this position is fixed, that S is present here and journalist would be present here. Journalist would be going in July. Now, so that means this is fixed that journalist is present here and dentist was just before boxer. This position would only be available in this and this. This and this. This would be your dentist. I'm just writing it here. And this is the boxer. This is dentist and this is boxer. Just let me do one more thing. I'm just removing this invalid case and I'm just expanding it. Okay. So as surgeon and this would be your journalist. This was engineer, this was surgeon. Okay, so this is the thing. And P was attending before T. So P would be attending before T and P was attending before T and T was attending before B. Only these cases are possible. Okay. Now what other information is given to us? What other information is given to us? Hmm. I think we have mentioned all of this. Only one profession is left, and this is a singer. V is a singer. Who attends the seminar in May? S attends the seminar in May. Who is a surgeon? S attends the seminar in May. Who is a surgeon? Now let me tell you. Okay. R attends the seminar after you. R is attending the seminar after you. That means R is attending the seminar after you. That means Q, remove Q from here and remove R from here. Then only R would be attending the seminar after you. Okay. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Question number second is clear to all of you, and the concept and the approach is also clear to all of you. Let's see question number 3. This is a question of statement and assumption. Let's read this question very carefully. So in this question, the statement says the discovery of exoplanets in habitable zone around the distant stars has provided exciting prospect for the search of extraterrestrial life. Yet the vast distance and the technological limitation pose significant obstacle to direct exploration. Assumption: exoplanets located in habitable zone may have the potential to support life. Second one: current technology is insufficient to directly explore the exoplanets in the habitable zone. Third assumption: directly direct exploration of exoplanets will be unnecessary if we detect signs of life remotely. Now see, these are the question of statement and assumption. Let's see assumption one by one. Okay. So in the first assumption, exoplanets located in habitable zone may have the potential to support life. Now understand what did the statement say? That it has provided exciting prospect for the search of extraterrestrial life. So this is the assumption based on that, because they are saying that yes, there are some prospect for the life to exist. Then only we can say that yes, this is may having the potential. Okay, this is me having the potential. So in the statement what was given, exciting prospect for the search of extraterrestrial life, this was mentioned, and this directly implies that the assumption that these planets have the potential to support life. Second one, so first assumption is totally correct. Second, current technology is insufficient to directly explore. Yes, this is also correct. Why this is also correct? Because it was already mentioned in the question that technological limitation pose significant obstacle. It pose significant obstacle, so that is assumption second is also correct. Third assumption, it is unnecessary if we detect signs of life remotely. This is not assumed. This is not assumed in the statement. This is not assumed in the statement. Okay, because the statement never mentions about whether direct exploration will be unnecessary if life are found. Because if life is found, then it would be unnecessary. Now, but it is not mentioned in the statement, and if it is not mentioned in the statement, that means we cannot assume anything from that. Okay, we can only assume that if it is giving that sign. So only one and two are implicit, whereas third is not implicit. Let's see the next one. Which word cannot be formed from the letters of the word administration using each letter only once? Now understand, can you form situation based on this administration word? Can you form situation? No, you cannot form. Why? Because you are having a U here, and U was not present in administration. Can you form tradition? I think we can form. We can form tradition also. Okay, we can form tradition because tradition can be derived from the word administration. We can also form this direction and we can also form this train, but because of this U, we cannot form situation. If you want, you can do matching by each word, each letter, but it is not necessary. We can directly eliminate. That is why option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. I don't think any other explanation is necessary for this question. Let's see the next question. Alphanumeric series. What is the second element to the right of the seventh element from the left? Now understand how to approach these types of problems. How to approach these types of problems. So in this question, what we can do, understand, we need to find the we will need to find the element which is second element to the right of seventh element from the left. Now understand what is seventh element from the left. This is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth, this is seventh. So one is the seventh element from the left. One is seventh element. One is seventh element from the left. Now we need to find the second element to the right of this seventh element. So what is second to the right of this element? It is 7. It is 7. So 7 is the second element, is the second element to the right of seventh element from left. So the correct answer for this question would be option C. But now this approach we won't be using in the examination because we have a shortcut for this. We have a shortcut for this. Whenever ends are given to you, whenever ends are given to you, what is this? From the left. From the left means from the left end. From the left end, from the left end, this means from the left end. So he can similarly give you from the right end also. So whenever ends are given, whenever ends are given and one right and one left is given, whenever one right and one left is given, so you can add these positions to get the required position. So second plus 7, that means you need to find the element which is ninth from the left. Which is the ninth from the left? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So 7 is the ninth element from the left hand. Okay, similarly if left was given before the right, then you can have left and right. If both right and are given, so r minus r. That means if he is giving you second element to the right of third element from the right, okay, or I can say seventh element from the right, so in this case you need to subtract, you need to take the difference. Similarly if both the ends are given left, okay, so both the things are given to you left, then you have to take the difference. Here you can see one right and one left was given, then you need to add. Okay, if one, if the first is left and the other one is right, then you need to add. If both are right, then you need to take the difference. If both are left, then you need to take the difference. I hope you have now understood the concept. This was the only case when the ends are given. Okay, if it changes to some element, now if I'm not talking about any end, if I'm talking about any element, the case would be different. It would be dealt with later. I would be dealing it with later. Okay, I hope this question number 5 is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Now this is a question related to coding decoding. Let's see. Apple, banana, orange is coded as this. Orange, grapes, apple is coded as this. Grapes, banana and mango is coded as this. What is the code for apple, grapes and banana? Now how to solve these types of coding decoding questions? We can solve these types of coding decoding questions by taking the common word and the common code. So what you need to do? You need to take common word, and then you need to map it corresponding, just a second, you need to map it to the corresponding code, map it to the corresponding code. So which element I'm really sorry, which words are common here? So you can see in from the first and the second line, orange is common. So if I'm numbering this as the first line, this as the second line, and this as the third line, I am saying from the first and the second, from first and second, from first and second, orange is common. Orange is common. If orange is common, that means the corresponding code of orange would be common because no other thing is common. Okay, but one more thing is common. Apple is also common. Apple is also common. So what we can do? Apple and orange we can write here. We can write apple and orange. So what two words should be common? And these two words are ABC or GHI. ABC or GHI. Now, if anyone is telling you to assume anything here, कि orange would be GHI or orange would be ABC, it is totally incorrect. It would be if any information is given in the third line, then we can derive. If it is not given, then we do not know for sure what will be the code for apple or orange. It is fixed that it would be either of ABC or GHI, but it is not fixed. It would be known from third line. Now let's see the third line. But one thing we can say for surety, from the first and the second line, we can know the code for the remaining two words. Remaining two words meaning Two words are common in both of these lines, and total are three words in each of the lines. That means one word is still left. One word is still left in each line, and one code is still left in each line. So from the first line, you can say that the code for banana would be DEF. The code for banana would be DEF. And now from the second line, you can get to know the code for grapes, and the code for grapes would be grapes would be JKL. JKL. So the code for grapes is JKL. Now understand. Let's see the third line. Let's see the third line from third. Now you already know the code for grapes. You already know the code for banana. Now you can get to know the code for mango. You can get to know the code for mango. What would be the code for mango? It would be MNO. MNO. So this is the code for mango. Now understand what we need to find. We need to find the code for apple, grapes, and banana. Apple, grapes, and banana. Now apple, it is not fixed. What is the code for grapes? It is JKE. What is the code for banana? It is DEF. So JKE and DEF is common. Sorry, JKL and DEF is common. JKL and DEF is common only in the C option. Only C option is the correct option for this question. I hope question number 6 is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. This is a code for syllogism. Read the following statement carefully and identify the conclusion that follows. All bags are pencil. Some pens are not pencil. No pencil is a scale. And we have conclusions which are as some bags are not scale. All scales are pencil. Now understand how to draw the Venn diagram for this question. All bags are pencil. All bags are pens. Sorry, all bags are pens. So I have drawn the circle for bags. Now if all bags are pens, that means it is the case of complete containment. That means all bags would be contained entirely. That means 100% within the circle of pens. This is the code for pens. Now some pens are not pencils. That means some part of pens is not pencil. Some part of pens is not pencil. This is pencil. And no pencil is a scale. No pencil is a scale. No pencil is a scale. Now understand. Conclusion first. Some bags are not scale. Is it correct or is it incorrect? Some bags are not scale. See, bags are present here and scale is present here. There is no direct relationship between bags and scale. That is why this conclusion would be incorrect. All scales are pencil. All scales are pencil is totally incorrect. Why? Because in this scene, in this last statement, you can see no pencil is scale. If 100% part of pencil is not scale, that means 100% part of scale is not pencil. That means no pencil is scale, no scale is pencil. Okay, so that is why all scales are pencil would be incorrect. So neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 follows. Option D is the right answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Now, there were some seminars held in Bhopal, Indore, and Raipur on 7th, 9th, and 11th August. Indore seminar was held after Bhopal's. Raipur seminar was not on 11th of August. What was the when was the Indore seminar held? Now understand, three dates are given to you, but it is not fixed that Bhopal would be on 7th or Indore would be on 9th or Raipur would be on 11th. For this, some information is given to you. Now see, 7th, 9th and 11th, three dates are given to you. Indore seminar was held after Bhopal. Indore seminar was held after Bhopal. So that means Bhopal seminar went held was sorry Bhopal seminar was held before the Indore seminar. Bhopal seminar was held before the Indore seminar. But Raipur was not held on 11th. If Raipur was not held on 11th, that means it would be held on either 7th or 9th. If it is held on either 7th or 9th, then I can say, suppose I'm just fixing it, I'm just making some cases 7, 9, and 11. Okay. So I'm saying that two cases when Raipur is on 7th or Raipur is on 9th. Okay. So these are the two cases. Now if Bhopal was held before the Indore or Indore was held after Bhopal. Indore was held after Bhopal. That means In this case, Indore would be here and Bhopal would be here. Okay, and in this case, Bhopal would be here and Indore would be present here. Mm, so in any case you can see Indore is held on 11th of August. In any case, Indore seminar was held on 11th of August. That is why option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Very easy question. Just needed to make few cases. Let's see the next one. Question number 9. Now this is a question of inequality. This is a question of inequality. But before getting into the questions of inequality, I want to help you out with some concepts, some basic concepts of inequality. So I'm just writing some basic concepts of inequality, and I'm not going to explain it with each question of inequality, just with the first question. And I'm not going to explain this in very detailed manner, but yeah, in just a detail so that you can understand the approach I am going to explain you in the question. Now I am saying you have three variables which are a, b and c. Now you know what is the meaning of inequality. Inequality means it can be equal, it cannot be equal, it can greater than equal, it can be less than equal. Okay, so anything is possible. Now suppose you are given with three variables and you need to compare them. You need to compare them. Normally if you are given with numbers you can easily compare them. But if you are given with variables where you do not know the value of that variable, now how will you compare that? So for comparison of these types of things, there are certain rules. What are the certain rules? So this is the rule number 1. If you are given with a greater than b equal to c, in this case a greater than c would prevail. How? Now understand. If you want to understand how, it is slightly detailed. Okay, but for this purpose, for the explanation of this purpose, always understand. Before that, just let me write some few points. If I'm saying a is greater than b greater than equal to c, in this case also a would be greater than c. In third case, if I am saying a is less than b is equals to c, in this case a would be less than c. If I am saying a is less than b is less than equal to c, in this case a would be less than c. If I am saying a is greater than equal to b is equal to c, in this case a is greater than equal to b. If I am saying a is greater than b is greater than equal to c, then a would be greater than equal to c. If I am saying a is less than equal to b is less than equal to c, in this case a is less than equal to c. If I am saying a is less than equal to b is equals to c, in this case also a would be less than c. Now did you observe any pattern here? Did you observe any pattern here? What is the pattern? Understand what is the pattern. In any case, no matter how many variables are given to you, if only one direction sign is given to you, one direction means, if I am saying only greater than equal to or equal to, if these three things are given to you, in this case greater than equal to will prevail. This would be given the highest priority. That means no matter how many variables are given, if only these three things are given, mark my words, very important, mark my words and listen very carefully. If only these three symbols are given to you, then greater than will be given the highest priority. If I am saying less than equal, in this case less than would be given the highest priority. But you would be asking me one thing, and I know whoever is listening to me very carefully at this moment, he would relate with me, he would ask me one very basic question. Ki sir, in all of these 8 cases that you just made, and I know there are more than 8 cases also, but for the purpose of this question, I've just taken 8 very basic, very simple cases. There are more than 8 cases, but as you know, this is a practice class, not a detailed course. So that's why I'm not going to explain all of this, because it takes approximately just 1 hour to explain all of these concepts. And so the question that you are going to ask me, what happens, sir, if greater than or less than is less than is given to you in the case. Or if I'm saying less than, greater than or less than equal, or greater than less than equal, these types of things are given to you. Okay, that means opposite faces. That means opposite faces, no matter greater sign or greater than equal sign. Okay, so what are these? These are opposite faces. These are opposite faces. Now, what happens in the case of opposite faces? What happens in the case of opposite faces? Come on, tell me. There would be no confusion. There would be no relation between A or C. Suppose I am saying A greater than B is less than equal to C, or A greater than B less than C. A greater than equal to B less than C. A greater than equal to B less than equal to C. Have I left any other case? No, I don't think so. Only four cases. So in these types of cases, no relation between A and C. No definite relation between A and C. So what examiner does? He would definitely ask you the relationship between A and C. He would ask you some very basic question. Just let me change the color so that you don't get confused. He will ask you some very basic questions. If A is greater than C, if A is less than C, if A is equals to C, or A is greater than equal to C, or A is less than equal to C. Only these five conclusions he can ask you. Okay, if I'm not getting into very detailed, only these five conclusions he can ask you based on this. What is the correct answer? What is the correct conclusion for this? No correct conclusion. No correct conclusion. No correct conclusion. If these are just given to you individually. Now there is one more thing that I might describe to you later. Is the case of either or. Is the case of either or. Okay, and this happens in the conclusion. Either or happens in the conclusion. So either or neither nor. This I would be explaining to you later if I get some time. Okay, but for now I think this much information is given is enough. Now I don't want you to get confused ki sir A is greater than C or A is less than equal to C. You can say either or. I'm not getting into that right now because I would be needing little bit more time to explain that. But for now I think the basic concept is clear to all of you. So whenever opposite sign is given to you, then no definite relation between A and C. Then after that you need to observe the conclusion. After that you need to observe the conclusion, which conclusion is correct or which conclusion is incorrect, whether it is either or whether it is neither nor. Okay, so it was just a revision of the concept that I just told you. Let's see the question. Now we need to find, just always try to read the question very carefully. Two conclusions are given after the given statement. Based on the given statement, determine which conclusion is false. Very very important. Because examiner knew you might make some mistake of not reading in the question. That's why he gave you this false in the conclusion as well. Okay, that's why he gave you this false in the conclusion as well. Okay, now see this. What is the statement given to you? I'm just writing here. J is greater than K is equals to L. The second one is M is greater than N is less than K. O is less than J is less than P, and N is equals to Q is greater than equal to R. Now what are the conclusions? The first conclusion is whether P is greater than L or not. And the second conclusion is K is greater than equal to R. Now understand, we need to find a relation between P and L, and in these four lines we need to establish a relation between P and L. Now so understand, P was greater than J. If P is greater than J, then I can fit this in the first line also, because if P is greater than J and if J was greater than K and K is equals to L. Now you can see only two signs are given, and in this out of greater than equal to and equal to, the priority is given to greater than. So that means the correct would be P is greater than L. That means the first conclusion is totally correct. First conclusion is totally incorrect. So you can eliminate this option. You can eliminate this option. Okay. Okay. Because only conclusion 1 is not false and both conclusion 1 and 2 are false. This is also incorrect. After this, K is greater than equal to R. Now understand, we need to establish a relationship between K and R. If K is greater than N, from the second line you can see that K is greater than N. K is greater than N. If K is greater than N and N is equals to Q and Q is greater than equal to R, you can see the priority order which should be given here. It means k is greater than r. K is greater than r because in greater and greater than, the priority is given to greater. So that is why k is greater than r. That is why conclusion 2 is incorrect. Conclusion 2 is false. That is why option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question now. Sentence. The quantum universe expands silently into infinity if third letter of every second word is written in order. What word is formed? Okay. Now we need to find, we need to say that every second word. That means this is the second one. After this is the second one. After this is the second one. That is quantum, then expands and into. These are the three words. These are the every second word. And we need to take the third letter. What is the third letter in this? It is A. Third letter it is P, and third letter it is T. APT. This is the word which is formed. This is the word which is formed. Option D is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. Identify the assumption that must hold for the statement to be valid. Then choose the correct option. Statement. While the world is moving towards the automation, it is essential to ensure that ethical frameworks evolve alongside the technological advancement to prevent the misuse. Okay, understand? After this assumption is given to you, what are the assumptions? Automation can lead to ethical dilemmas. Ethical frameworks must be updated to keep pace with the technological advancements. Automation will eventually replace human labor in all sectors. I hope you have read this question. Now, what was the statement given to you? That if while the world is moving towards the automation, because you know right now almost many things are on the way of being automated. So with the advancement of this technology, it is very important to establish some ethical framework so that these things, these automations, these things cannot be misused. So misuse can be prevented. Now, I know the first thing that you must have observed is the third assumption, and you would say that third assumption is totally incorrect because it will eventually replace human labors in all sectors. It is not even mentioned here. We can't assume from that. Okay, we can't assume from that. Second assumption, ethical frameworks must be updated to keep pace with the technological advancement. Totally correct. That is what is being said in the statement. That is what is being said in the statement, that you need to update the framework so that it keeps pace with the advancement of technology. Second, automation can lead to ethical dilemmas. I know you must be facing some trouble in the first assumption, but it's not very difficult. Now understand. So automation can lead to ethical dilemmas. Is this correct or not? Yeah. So this is also correct because it is saying that it can lead to ethical dilemmas. It is not saying for sure or it would happen or it would not happen. It can say it, yes, it can lead to ethical dilemmas. That is why we are saying that ethical frameworks are necessary. Why ethical frameworks are necessary? Because it can lead to dilemma. So that is why only 1 and 2 are implicit, whereas third one is not implicit. Let's see the next one. If in a row, Amit is 12th from the left and Sunil is 15th from the right. After they interchange their positions, Amit becomes 17th from the left. What is the total number of persons in the row? Now, how to solve these types of questions? Okay, now understand. So, in this case, understand what is the current position? What is the current position? Before the interchange, what is happening? Amit is 12th from the left, so I'm writing Amit 12L, and Sumit is 15th from the right, that means 15R. After interchanging, that means now Amit is becoming 17th from the left. Okay, now after interchanging, Amit is becoming, I'm writing this after interchange, Amit became 17th from the left. Amit became 17th from the left. That means now positions are interchanging. If Amit is becoming 17th from the left, that means this was the position of Sumit. This was the position of Sumit previously. That means previously Sumit was 17th from the left. Yes, he is 15th from the right, but now he at that time before the interchange, Sumit was 17th from the left. Sumit was 17th from the left. Now you know, if you want to find the total number of persons in the row, what is the formula? Total is equals to left plus right minus 1. It would be 15 plus 17 minus 1, that is 31. Option C is the right answer for this question. Now this is a question of address matching. You need to take this address as a reference, and with this address you need to check which of the options exactly match and which options does not exactly match. Now see, okay, so B104 is common in this and pin code is also common in all of these. So that means this is correct. This is correct. After this, let's see orchid. Orchid is also common. Now this was meadows. In this, it is meadows. Eliminate option A. Eliminate option A. After this, it is all correct. Now you need to see this. So Banner, Banner. Okay. Ghatta, Ghatta. This is also common. Then Bengaluru is also common. Okay. This is also correct. Mm, So you can see this option C. This option C is having only one N. So that is why option C is also incorrect. That is option C is also incorrect. After this, we have just a second. So we have this. This is also correct and this is also correct. This perfectly matches. Then we have Bengaluru. This does not match. Option D does not match. So that is why only the second one is correct, only the second one is incorrect. I think the options are incorrect right now. You can ignore these options, you can ignore these options. Only B is correct. Only B is correct. You can please ignore these options. I think there might be some mistakes, so please ignore these options. Let's see the next question. Question number 14. In a certain code language, Greek letters are used to represent English letters in a consistent manner. Based on the given coded words, determine the correct English decoding of the target sequence using the same letter to letter substitution pattern. If fantasy, if fantasy is coded as this and label is coded as this. Okay, what does this represent? What does this represent? Now understand, this is letter to letter coding. This is same letter to letter substitution. That means whatever this is, it is it is it is mapped to the corresponding letter only. It is mapped to the corresponding letter only. Now from this we can see that lambda was L. This sign is L. That means we can substitute this as L. Alpha, this is A. This is A. And this phi, that is the first symbol, this is F. Then V was N, and then tau was T, and then again alpha is A. So LFA and TA. A is the correct answer for this question. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question, question number 50. Now, in each of the following questions, a pair of letter is related to a numerical fraction based on their position in the English alphabet. Determine the logic behind the relationship and apply the same rule to the second pair to find the missing value. Now JG is corresponding to the, this is related to 100 by 49 in a certain manner. Now J, we know that the code for J is 10 and the code for G is 7. So there might be a chance that we are writing 10 square and then we are taking this slash sign and we are writing as 7 square. This leads to 100 by 49. Applying the same logic here, TB, T is 20 and B is 2. We need to take the square 20 and 2 square, that is 400 by 4. Option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope you have understood this question. Let's move on to the next question now. In the following question, the second word is related to the first word by a specific pattern of letter transformation. Identify the same pattern and apply it to the third word to find the correct option that completes the analogy. That means time is related to VJOG. Okay, let's see. T is 20, I is 9, M is 13, and this is 5. This is 22, this is 10, this is 15, and this is 7. From 20 to 20, 22 we are adding 2. From 9 to 10 we are adding 1. From 13 to 15 we are adding 2. And from hold on a second, from 5 to 7 we are adding 2. So only the second word is we are adding 1. Second letter we are adding 1. Other than that we are adding 2. Now we need to find the code for word. We need to add 2 here, we need to add 1 here, we need to add 2 here, and we need to add 2 here. So W plus 2, that is 23, this is 15, this is 18, and this is 4. This would lead to 25, which is Y. This would lead to P, this would lead to T, and this would lead to F. So YPTF, option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. In the following question, a pair of letters is given followed by its corresponding product of alphabetical position. A second pair of letter is given without its product. Identify the correct product for the second pair that is in the relationship as the first. Now n multiplied by p is related to 14 multiplied by 16. In the same way, we need to find e multiplied by I is related to which. Now n, you know, n is 14 and p is 16. That means these are the numbers which are the alphabetical place values of these alphabets. That means this would be 5 and this would be multiplied by 9. So because you know alphabetical position of e is 5 and alphabetical position of I is 9, so 5 multiplied by 9, option A is the right answer. Let's see the next one. In each of the following questions, a group of three number symbols is given in each option. Identify the group that does not follow the same pattern as the other. Now understand option A, A1, B2, C3, D4, E5, F6, G7, H8, I9, J10, K11, L12. Okay, this should be I actually. This should be I. Now understand. Just a second. Seems there is some mistake in this question. What you can do, you can change this L to M. Okay, I just checked, this should be M actually, and because of this M would not be corresponding to the 12 number. Why? Because all of these are corresponding to their alphabetical position. That is why option D is the odd one out. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 19. Find the missing number. 17 is related to 4914 and 19 would be related to which number? Now understand 4914 is a very big number. So there might be a chance that this 4914 is close to the cube of 17. It is close to the cube of 17. Now what is the cube of 17? You know that the square of 17 is 289. The cube of 17 is 17 cube is 4913. 4913, and this 4914 is 17 cube plus 1, 17 cube plus 1. So that this would be the logic corresponding here also, that is 19 cube plus 1. Now what is 19 cube? What is 19 cube? 19 cube is 6859. Okay, 6859, and plus 1 it would lead to 6860. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. This is the question of coded blood relation. Let's see. As of now, no need to directly read this. Okay, let's directly read this because this is most important. Z hash M, go to this line. Z hash M, that means M is the sister of Z. M is the sister of Z. M is the sister of Z. Okay, M dollar C, that is C is husband of M. C is the husband of M. C is the husband of M. Okay, C and D, C and D, that means D is the son of C. D is the son of C. And D and E, D and E means E is the son of D. E is the son of D. I hope you have got the question. How is E related to M? E is the grandson of M. E is the grandson of M. Option A is the right answer for this question. Understand what I have done? This symbol is used for representing male. This symbol is used for representing female. This horizontal line is for representing sibling relationship. This line is used for representing spouse relationship, and this is parent child relationship. Parent child relationship. How I was able to solve this question very quickly. I just read this information. Uh, kept on checking from the above instructions and kept on making diagram. I first read Z hash M, that is M is the sister of Z. M is the sister of Z. M dollar C, that means C is the husband of M, because all of these are in reverse coded. That means P dollar at the rate Q was given, but Q is the mother of P. So all of these are reverse coded. That means M dollar C, that means C is the husband of M, so C is the husband of M. C and D, that means D is the son of C. D and E, that means E is the son of D, so E is the grandson of M. I hope this question is clear to all of you, and the way we solve this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Question number 21. क्या कर रही हो क्या कर रही हो अच्छा So this is a question. This is now a question of coded inequality. Okay, very few questions of coded inequality were asked across all the SSC CGL shifts. I think two or three questions only. Okay, as compared to normal inequality, coded inequality was quite less. Now let me tell you how to solve these types of questions. Firstly, you have to just see the statements. M copyright N and then N hash O. What is this? So basically what you can do, you can just combine these. Okay, firstly let's write what is the meaning. So copyright means greater than, that means M is greater than N. N hash O, that means N is less than equals to O. N is less than equal to O. After combining these statements, we would be able to find that M is greater than 1 and N is less than equals to O. N is less than equals to O. What are the conclusion? M copyright O. So these were the statements. These were the statements. What are the conclusions? Conclusion is M copyright O. I'm just writing here because it is written very small here. And M at the rate O. What is the meaning of this? M is greater than O. And M at the rate O means M is greater than equal to O. So which conclusion is correct? Tell me, based on the previous things that I have taught you. Please tell me the answer of this. It would be neither nor. It would be neither nor, because opposite signs are there, opposite faces are there, opposite faces are there. So that means no definite conclusion between M and O. No definite conclusion between M and O. So both of these are incorrect. That is neither conclusion one nor conclusion two follows. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Now this is a case of floor based puzzle. I have already taught you how to solve the questions of floor based puzzle. Okay, let's see. So ground floor is numbered as 1 and the top floor is numbered as 8th. So let's write everything: 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So we have drawn all the floors. Just let me draw some lines so that we can make some few cases if there are any. Okay, so I have just developed three cases and I'm just drawing a line here. No, again, no need to do in the examination, just for my purpose of teaching you. Now Dia lives on the lowest floor. Just change the color. Dia lives on the lowest floor, so this here Dia would be living. Three people live between Dia and Ria, that means 1 2 3. Ria would be living here. Tina lives on the fourth floor. Tina would be placed here. Two people between Tina and Raj. So two people between Tina and Raj. You can see that two people are between Tina and Dia. That means Raj cannot be placed here. That means Raj would be placed here. Raj would be placed here. Now after this, five people between Viraj and Soma. Five people between Viraj and Soma means either of them, either Viraj would be present here, or Soma would be present here, or Soma would be present here, or Viraj would be present here. Then only you can see five people in between: one, two, three, 4 and 5. Let's read what other instructions are given. Neha lives on an odd number floor. In this case, Neha would be placed here. In this case, Neha would be placed here, and let's just draw the remaining things also. Ria, Tina, and Dia, and Neha would be placed here. One person between Meena and Viraj. One person between Meena and Viraj. So Meena would be placed here in any case, and Meena would be placed here. You can see in both of these cases, here one person is between Meena and Viraj, here three person are there in between Meena and Viraj. That is why this is incorrect. This is incorrect. So the first case that we developed is totally correct. Who lives three floors below the person who lives immediately below Raj? Now, who is living immediately below Raj? Meena is living immediately below Raj. Who lives three floor below the person? I told you, if you are taking three floor below, that means you have to take a gap of two in the downward direction. Two in the downward direction would be Neha. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question, question number 23. This is a question of mathematical operation. Let's see. Yeah. So, which two signs should be interchanged to make the equation correct? So, what is the equation? Just let me write here. 15 plus 3, it would be minus 4 multiplied by 2 divided by 4 minus 6 multiplied by 5 is equals to 10. So we need to interchange the symbol so that the answer is 10. Firstly, let's check plus and minus, or better, let's see the division sign. Let's see the division sign, because division helps us to get the answer quicker, because you know, when you are dividing, you should get a whole number. You should get a whole number, not a decimal number. Okay, so let's interchange plus and divide sign. Plus and divide sign. If I'm interchanging plus and divide sign, that means, just let me change the color, it's bad. If I'm checking option C, if I'm changing the plus and the divide sign, okay. So 15 divided by 3, it would lead to 5. Hold a second. 15 divided by 3, it would lead to 5. Then minus, it would be as it is. It would be as it is. Then it would be plus sign here and minus 2, and this would be closed multiplied by 5. This is minus 3 and this would be minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2, it would be minus 5. Minus 5 multiplied by 5 is minus 25. Option C is incorrect. Let's check option D. Okay, so 15 plus 3 would be as it is. It would be 18 minus 4 divided by 2. It would lead to 2, because it would be changed to multiplied sign, would be changed to the division sign. Now this would be multiplied by 4 minus 6. This would be lead to minus 2 and then multiplied by 5. So here you can see this is multiplying by a negative sign. It is being multiplied by a negative sign. That means you would be getting negative answer. Option D is also incorrect. Now let's check option A. Okay, let's check option A. Okay, now 15 plus 3, 15 plus 3 would be changed to 15 minus 3. So it would lead to 12. It would lead to 12. This would change to plus, and 4 multiplied by 2, that means 8. Okay, division sign as it is, and this would lead to addition sign and multiplied by 5. So 20 divided by 2, sorry, 20 divided by 10, and it would be multiplied by 5. This would lead to 2 multiplied by 5 is equals to 10. Option A is the correct answer. So probably should have checked option A first, but in the examination you never know. So it's best to start with the division sign. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question, question number 24. Now all of these signs are changed. We need to check option by option, no other chance. Okay, so what option A would be changed to 20, plus would be changed to divided by 4, minus is changed to plus 2, multiply sign is changed to minus 5. Okay, so it would lead to 5 plus 2 minus 5, it would lead to 2. Option A is incorrect. Let's check option B. 15 plus 3 divided by 6 multiplied by 2. So 3 multiplied by 2, 6 divided by 6 is 1. It would lead to 16. It is also incorrect. Let's check option C. 48 multiplied by 8 divided by 3, and minus sign is changed to the plus sign, and this is changed to minus sign. So this would be cancelled by 16. This would lead to 120. This is also incorrect. Let's see option D. 10 minus 2 plus 4 divided by 8 multiplied by 2. This would lead to 1, and 11 minus 2 is 9. Option D is the right answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next question now. Question number 25. Choose the number that fits the analogy. 3 is to 24. That means 3 is related to 24, and in the same way 5 is related to which number? 5 is related to which number? Now, if you see closely, all of these numbers are very close to the cube of 5. All of these numbers are very close to cube of 5, and even 24 is very close to cube of 3. So if I am saying 3 cube minus 3, this can be the one logic. So I am saying if 5 cube, either it could be minus 3 or it could be minus 5. 5 cube minus 3 or 5 cube minus 5. So in this case 27 minus 3 leads to 24. In this case 5 cube minus 3 would lead to 125, minus 3 it would lead to 122, and it would lead to 125 minus 5, that is 120. For this purpose they should have introduced one more analogy, one more relation here, so that we could have known the answer correctly, but still the answer would fluctuate between option B and option C. Okay, so that is why better options were needed in this question. Let's see the next question now. A doctor is treating a patient who refuses to take life saving medication due to personal belief. What should the doctor do? What should the doctor do? Sorry for the interruption. So, a doctor is treating a patient who refuses to take life saving medication due to personal beliefs. What should the doctor do? Respect the patient's choice without intervention. Attempt to counsel the patient and document refusal. Force medication for patient safety. Ignore the patient and proceed with another case. Now, what is the correct thing to do? So, consider yourself as a doctor, and there is a medication which could save the patient's life, but he or she is refusing to take due to his personal belief. Respect the patient's choice without intervention. It is incorrect. Why? Because you are a doctor. Your job is to save the life. You need to intervene, but you also have to respect the patient's belief. Attempt to counsel the patient and document the refusal. This is totally incorrect. Force medication is never allowed. Ignore the patient and proceed with another case is never allowed. So option B is the correct answer for this question. 10 persons are sitting in two parallel rows containing 5 persons each, such that there is an equal distance between the adjacent person. Line 1, 5 men are seated and all of them are facing south. So basically there are total of 10 persons. Okay, so how to draw this type of structure? Whenever this type of question is asked to you, you have to draw in this type. Because this is your line 1 where all of them are facing south. This is your line 1, and A to E are sitting here, and these are men. And in the second row, in the second line, 5 women are sitting here. This is your line 2, 5 women are sitting here, M to Q. Based on the arrangement, answer the question. Firstly, D is opposite to M, and M is at the extreme end of the line 2. O is at the center of the line 2. So if O is at the center, that means O is present here. M is at the extreme end. M is at the extreme end. Okay. M is at the extreme end. That means, see, read this question. Who is second to the right of M? If the examiner is asking you who is second to the right of M, that means M cannot be placed here. That means M should be placed here. M should be placed here. Oh, I'm really sorry. The whole slide was removed. Just give me a second once again so that I can draw. Okay, this time I'm not drawing everything, just enough information so that we can proceed with the question. So this was the arrangement. I was telling you that O is sitting here, and I'm saying that M would be sitting here because he is asking who is sitting second to the right of M. This is not possible when M is sitting here. And who is sitting second to the right of M? O is sitting second to the right of M. Option A is the correct answer for this question. They just wanted to introduce parallel row puzzle. This is a category which is called as the parallel row puzzle or parallel row seating arrangement. Very frequently used in the banking examination, not so frequent in the SSC or the railway examination. Okay, let's see question number 28. What should come at the place of the question mark? What is the pattern? 120, 99, 80, 63, 48. So what is the pattern if we want to take the difference between these two? Because there are two things. Because one thing, if we want to take the difference between these two, or we can take the difference between 120 and 140, 120 and 80. Firstly, what is the difference between 99 and 120? It is 21. And here the difference is of 19. Here the difference is of 17. So I think we can take some pattern. Here the difference is of 2. Here the difference is of 2. The difference here of 63 minus 48 is 15. Again the difference is of 2. That means what would be the next term here? What would be the next term here? Take that, subtract 2 from 15, we would be getting 30, and subtract 13 from 48, we would be getting 35. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see question number 29. This is a question of letter based letter series. What is the series given? CGK, GKO, KOS, OSW. Now from C to G, that is 3 to 7, we are adding 4. This is 11, we are adding 4. This is 15, we are adding 4. So that means whatever the next term, we need to add 4 here for the first letter of the next term. So first letter of the next term would be 15 plus 4, 15 plus 4, that is 19, and that is S. Eliminate option B and option D. Let's see the second term of the series. G to K, this is again addition of 4. K to O, again addition of 4. O to S, again addition of 4. From S, after adding 4, we would be getting 19 plus 4, that is 23, and that is W. Eliminate option A. Option C is the right answer. That means the last term would be A. Again addition of plus 4. Again an addition of plus 4 in the last term of the series as well. Let's see the next question. Question number 30. Find the odd one out from the given alternatives: Photoshop, Illustrator, Corel Draw, Linux. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Linux is the odd one out because all these are related to photo or drawing or something. But Linux is a different thing. It's some sort of software. Okay, so this is the odd one out. Let's see question number 31. In each in a certain coded language, each letter is assigned a unique digit based on the given codes for specific words. Determine the code for the target using the same. Mouse is coded as 45291, and rat is coded as 786. Rat is coded as 786. Okay. Now see, let's understand. 786. This is 18, this is 1, this is 20. If we want to write the reverse code, we can write it as 9, 27 and 7. Sorry, 26 and 7. Writing just because we need to use this information. And this is 7. This is 13, this is 15, this is 21, this is 19, and this is 5. Now let's understand how we can get 45291. Okay. Now understand, we cannot get directly, but understand, this is a question of different thing. This is a question of different type in the chapter of coding decoding. We just need to map as it is, because you can see all of this. mm, okay. So my mistake, all of these are as it is coded. All of these are as it is coded. That is, mouse is coded as 5, O M is coded as 5, O is coded as 5, U is coded as 2, S is coded as 9, and E is coded as 1. R 7, A 8, and T 6. So this is coded as it is. So what would be the code for a store? It would be 9, then we have T, that is 6, then O, that is 5, then we have 7, and then we have 1. 9 6 5 7 1. I'm really sorry, I got slightly mixed up, because usually this is a type of coding decoding, and where we crack the logic. Okay, but this is also a substitution based coding question. But I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. In each of the following question, a specific rearrangement pattern has been applied to the first word to form the second. Apply the same rearrangement to the third word and choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. So printing. What is the word? The word is printing. Printing is related to RPNIITGN. RPNIITGN. Now what is happening? If you see, R and B basically are interchanged, and last two letters are also interchanged. If I'm saying that N and I are interchanged and T and I are also interchanged, so two letters at a time are interchanged. This is the logic. So we need to find the code for protocol. So interchange P and R, you would be getting RP. Interchange T and O, you would be getting TO. Hold on a second. You would be getting TO, then CO, then LO. So RPTOCOLO, RPTOCOLO, option D is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question, question number 33. There are 40 students in a line. Rahul is 13 from the left and Kunal is 17 from the right. How many students are there between them? Now understand, if you need to find the total number of students in between and the position of both these persons are given and the total number of students are given. Now understand, if you want to find a position, if you find the total number of students in a class or in a line, it is the position of a person from the left hand plus position of that same person from the right hand, and you have to subtract 1. Got it? Total means total number of students in the line. Left means the position, the number of the position of the person from the left hand. Right means the position of that same person from the right hand, and minus 1. But here you are not given with the position, with the number of the same person from the right hand. How we can we find? If I am considering Rahul, you can consider anyone. You can consider Rahul, or you can either consider Kunal. So if I'm considering Rahul, so total is 40. What is the position from the left hand? It is 13. We have to find the position from the right hand, and minus 1. So what is the position of Rahul from the right hand? It is 27 plus 1, 28. So position of Rahul from the right hand is 28, and Kunal was 17 from the right hand. So Kunal was 17 from the right hand. If I'm drawing some sort of diagram here, so Kunal, suppose this is Kunal, and he is 17th from the right hand. That means 16 people are there. And Rahul is 28. Rahul is 28th. Okay, that means 27 people are there. That means 27 people are there. That means 27 people to the right of Rahul. 27 people to the right of Rahul because he is 28th. If 27 people are right of Rahul, that means you can just take the difference, and you need to find the total number of people in between Rahul and Kunal. You need to find this number. Okay, how you can find this number? It would be 11. Sorry, hold on a second. So if you want to find the number of students in between them, just take the difference of 27 and 17. You would be getting 10. So there are total of 10 students between Rahul and Kunal. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 34. If 987 is related to 24, 654 is related to 15 in some way, how is 321 related to which number? If I want to check the digit sum, 9 plus 8 plus 7, 9 plus 8 plus 7, this is 17 plus 7, this is 24. It fits perfectly. 6 plus 5 plus 4, 11 plus 4, it is 15. It fits perfectly. That means this is the correct logic. That means you need to take the sum of the digits. So 3 plus 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2 plus 1, it would lead to 6. Option A is the right answer. Let's see the next one. Again a similar type of question. Z1, Y2, X3. All of these are coded to opposite letters, opposite place value, because X is 24, Y is 25, and Z is 26. This is 23, this is 22, and this is 21. This is also correct, this is also correct, because all of this fits as of now. This is 20, this is 19, and this is 18. This is 17, this is 16, and this is 15. Okay. Again in this also there must be some change. Again here also there must be some change because it is not currently fitting. Because you can see all of the sum of the numbers, the number of place value and the number given here, it should be 27. It should reach up to 27. So you can see 23 plus 4, 22 plus 5, 21 plus 6, 20 plus 7, 19 plus 8, 18 plus 9, and 17 plus 10, 16 plus 11, 15 plus 12. Okay, so I don't think I think we have an issue here. Okay, but yes, I hope the logic of this question is clear to all of you, and if the similar type of question arrives in the examination, then you would be able to find the answer, and symbol does not matter too much here. Okay, so let's see the next question, question number 36. This is a question of incorrect number series. This is a question of incorrect, or I can say wrong number series. Again, a very important topic for banking, but SSC have recently introduced in the reasoning section. But in the banking, this is in the quantitative aptitude section. Okay. Now understand, this number is becoming a very large number. This is also becoming a very large number. If I'm saying how 12 can become 39, I can say if I multiply by 3 and if I add 3. How 5 can become 12 if I'm adding, no, if I'm multiplying by 2 and if I'm adding 2. How can 4 become 5 if I'm multiplying by 1 and if I'm adding 1? That means this, the problem might be this number, because we are multiplying by 4 and we are adding 4. It would lead to 156. 156 plus 4, it should have been 160. So that is why 163 is the wrong number. Instead of 163, it should have been 160. I hope this question logic is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Again, a letter series question: WZWT, then WVOH, then WRGV, then WNYJ, and then we have to find the next letter. The first letter is common, so no need to check that. Z is becoming V, that is we have -4. V is becoming R, that means we have -4. R is becoming N, that is we have -4. N minus 4 means 14 minus 4, that is uh, 10, that is J, WJ. Eliminate option C, no need. Okay, no need of option C. This is 23 and this is 15 and this is 7. So you can see -8, you can see -8, you can see -8. Okay, after this 25 minus 8 is 25 minus 8 is 17, that is Q. Okay, eliminate option D. Then you have 20, then you have 8, then you have 22. That means you are subtracting 12 here, you are subtracting 12 here, or I can say you are adding, hold on a second, or I can also say you are adding 14 here. I can say you are adding 14 here. Okay, because 26 plus 8 is 34 and 34 minus 20 is 14, and similarly 8 plus 14 is 22, and 22 plus 14 would be 36, that is J, and J plus 14, that is it would lead to 24, that is X. So WJQX is the correct answer. Option B is the incorrect answer for this question. Let's see the next question now. A is the male member of a married couple, A and B. So A and B is the male couple, that means A is male and it is married to B, which is female. C is A's brother, C is A's brother, that means C and A are sibling. And D is his only son. C is A's brother and D is only son. It is talking about who? It is talking about D. So D is the only son of C. D has a sister named E. F husband has passed away and B is the daughter-in-law. F's husband has passed away and B is daughter-in-law, that means F is the mother of C and E. F is the mother of C and E. F is the mother of C and E. Okay. Now what is the relationship between E and C? E is the daughter of C. E is the daughter of C. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question, question number 39. Arrange the following in the chronological order: Bronze Industrial Revolution, Bronze Age, Information Age, Iron Age, Stone Age. So firstly, you knew that Stone Age was the first age. Stone Age was the first age. After Stone Age, if your history is weak, you can compare these two also. But 3 is already given you as the last. Okay, you can eliminate option B, you can eliminate option D. Now after this Stone Age, you the next age was Bronze Age. You remember in Harappan civilization we also called as the Bronze Age, है ना? So bronze was there at that time, and then it would lead to 413, Last was information age, and prior to that it was industrial age. Option A is the right answer for this question. Option C is also incorrect. Let's see the next one. So this is a question of box based puzzle. I'm just writing here box based puzzle. Okay, this is very similar to the floor based in terms of the overall look, but it is not exactly like a floor based, because the logics here, the pointers here would be different, but it is also a vertical arrangement. Here the topmost box is numbered as 7, then we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so one boxes are kept one above the other. Now let's start reading the question one by one. The number of boxes kept below the white box is same as the number of boxes kept above it. So if the number of boxes kept above the white box is same as the number of boxes kept below the white box, that means white box is at the center. That means white box is at the number 4. White box is at the number 4. Now two boxes are kept between black and white. So two cases here, whether black would can be placed here or black can be placed here. So these were the two possibilities. Gray box is placed above white but below orange. So gray is above white but below orange. So here it is fixed, but here it is not fixed. Here it is not fixed. Okay. So I think how many cases can be formed here if I'm putting orange gray here or orange gray here? Okay. I think two cases I can form here. Just a second. I'm just forming cases so that you can get a lot clarity. This is white. This is orange. This is gray. This is orange. This is gray. After this, one more we can form here. One case we can form here. Extra case. Black, white, orange, and gray. Now let's see. Orange is not placed at the top of the stack. So this case and this case are eliminated. Okay. So because of this information, this and this are eliminated. So if you would have, I'm just trying to explain how cases are built. If you would have read this before, then you could have easily eliminated it. After this after this, red and green are neither placed at the top or nor at the bottom. Okay, so red and green are not neither at the top nor at the bottom, and red is immediately below green. That means red would be placed here and green would be placed here. Similarly, red would be placed here and green would be placed here. Orange was not at the top, and one thing is remaining. Mm, I think some point is left. One color is left basically, and that is white. No, not white. Pink. Okay, pink would be placed here. Pink would be placed here. Pink box is not placed at the bottom of the stack. That is, this is incorrect. This is the correct arrangement. Now, four options are given to you. We have to find the odd one out. So some are alike in a manner, whereas some are not alike in a manner. Now, black. Black is present here. White is present here. Pink is present here, and gray is present here. Now you can see 1, 5, 7, and this is only at the fourth position, which is an even position. Because see, whenever odd one out question is asked in box based puzzle, try to relate to the position number of that box. So in majority of the questions, whenever this type of question is asked, there might be a high chance he is using the odd number even number logic. So you can see pink, gray, and black are in the odd number, but white is in the even number box. That is why option B is the odd one out. Let's see the next question. Question number 41. Find the missing number. So 124 again, very close to 5 cube minus 1. 7 would be related to 7 cube minus 1, that is 342. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 42. When all the digits of the number this are arranged in descending order, find the number obtained when third digit from the right hand is subtracted from fourth digit from the left hand after replacement. So what is the number given to you? 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 5. So 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 2, 5, 5, 3, 7, 5, 3, 7, 4. It should be 7, 4. Hold on a second. So 83726537489 5. So we have to arrange this in the descending order. What would be the number obtained? So 9, then we have 1 and we have two 8s, then we have two 7s. Okay, 1 2, then we have how many 6? We have 1 6. Okay, and then we have two 5s. We have a 4, we have two 3s and two 2s. So what is the number obtained when third digit from the right hand? Third digit from the right hand is, sorry, third digit from the right hand is 3. Third from right. Fourth from left is 7. Fourth from left is 7th. What is the difference between these two? 7 minus 3 is 4. Option A is the right answer for this question. You know you would get confused. So I just let me remove this now. Okay, I hope question number 42 is clear to all of you. Let's now see the next question. Let's see question number 43. If friend is coded as this, how will candle be written in that code? So friend is coded as HUMJTK. Okay. Now this is 6, 18, 9, 5, 14 and 4. This is 8, 21, 13, 10, 20 and 11. This is plus 7. This is plus 6. This is plus 5. This is plus 4. This is plus 3 and this is plus 2. I hope you have understood the pattern. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. How candle would be written in that code? This is 3, this is 1, this is 14, this is 4, 12 and 5. We need to add plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6 and plus 7. We would be getting 5, 4, 18, 9, 18 and 12. Okay. And this is E, D, R, I, and this is R, and this is L. Hold on a second. So this is option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question now. Question number 44. Find the odd one out. Python, Java, HTML, Ruby. Find the odd one out. Python, Java, Ruby, HTML. So in this in this HTML is the correct answer for this question. Why HTML is the correct answer for this question? Because it is a markup language. If you know the full form, it is hypertext markup language, whereas Java, Ruby and Python and C++, all of these are the programming languages. I hope question 44 is clear. Let's see question 45. This is a question of syllogism. All poets are writers. So I'm drawing the circle of poets. All poets are writers. So all poets are writers. Some writers are thinkers. Some writers are thinkers. All thinkers are critics. All thinkers are critics. Now, conclusion. All poets are critics. Incorrect. No direct relationship between poets and critics. Some writers are critics. It is correct. Why? Because this portion where some writers are thinkers. All thinkers are critics. So that is why some writers are critics is correct. So only conclusion 2 follows, whereas conclusion 1 does not follow. Let's move on to the next question, question number 46. We need to check which option, from which option we can correctly place the mathematical signs so that this equation is correct. So what is the equation? 72 divided by 6. We have to put some sign here. Hold on a second. This should be 2. Okay. Mm, this is 2 multiplied by 216. Then this is, hold on a second. This is 2 multiplied by 216, and this is 24 is equals to 420. Let's substitute one by one. If I am putting minus sign here and plus sign here, what happens? 72 divided by 6 is 12. This is option A. Okay, so 12 minus 532 plus 24, it would be incorrect. Let's check option B. Let's check option B. Okay, let's check option B. In option B, we have to substitute with plus and multiplication sign. Plus and multiplication. So 12 plus 532, and this would be multiplied by 24. It would lead to a very large number. So option B is also incorrect. Let's see now option C. Let's see now option C. Let's see option C now. In option B, C, we have to substitute with plus and minus. Plus and minus. So 12 plus 532 minus 24. Again it would be incorrect. Again it would be incorrect. Let's check option D. Minus and multiplication. Minus and multiplication. So 12 minus, hold on a second, I think I have made some mistake in writing here because no option is satisfying. How it could be possible? Hmm, A2. This should be 432. That's why I'm thinking it's why it's incorrect. All of these. Okay, I'm really sorry for this mistake. It should be 432 here. Okay, it should be 432 here, and it should be 432 here. So that is why option D is incorrect. But if you want to see, option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to question number 47. Again, a question of coding decoding. Let's see. Let's find the common. Okay, let's find the common. From the first and the second line, you can see dog and bird are common. So dog and bird are common from the first and the second line. So what is the corresponding code which is common? PQR VWX. This is common. So cat is coded as STU. Cat is coded as STU, and fish is coded as YZ. As fish is coded as YZ. Now in the third line you have lion would be coded as ABC. Lion is coded as ABC. Now what is the code for dog, fish and cat? Dog, fish and cat. So STU and YZ would be present. STU and YZ would be present. Eliminate this, eliminate this, eliminate this. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's move on to question number 48. In a certain code language, make is coded as this, rice is coded as this, make is more is coded as this, and calm is coded as this. What is the code for LKO in this language? Now understand, make is coded as 4523. Rice is coded as 1298. More is coded as 5927, and calm is coded as 8465. Now if you want to take any number common, might be a case if any number is common. So if you see, in all of these, these three, I can say that the code for E would be 2. Hold on a second, just hold on a second. have to check one thing. So in this we have to take the common letters. Okay. So if I'm saying this E, if I'm taking E into consideration, okay, from this and from this, I can say that the code for E is 2. The code for E is 2. Okay. If I want to see the code for A is common in this and this. What other letter is common in this and this? M is also common. So we need to figure out M also. So from this one and from this one, from make and more, I can take the code for M. Now the code for M can be 5. The code for M can be 5. Now the code for A can be 4. Code for A can be 4. Okay. After this, we need to find the code for some other things. We can find the code for C. We can find the code for C. C can be 8. C can be 8 from calm and rice. What other is left? MAKE. K can be coded as 3. K can be coded as 3 because it was only the remaining. Then RICE. We still have to find R. Okay. So R can be 9 because R is common here and here. And then I would be coded as 1. I would be coded as 1. And then after this, mm, after this we have more. So O is left. O would be coded as 7, and CALM, L would be coded as 6. So what would be the code for LKO? It would be 637. Option B is the correct answer for this question. And option B is the correct answer for this question. Very very good question, very very brilliant question. Okay, I hope you have understood this question. Let's see the next question, question number 49. Now 3 asterisk 2, don't confuse it with the multiplication sign. This is 11. 4 asterisk 5 is 21. 6 asterisk 3 is 39. Basically you need to understand what logic is being used. So you can see that 3 square plus 2 is 11. 4 square plus 5, that is 16, plus 5 is 21, and 6 square plus 3 is 39. Sorry, 36 plus 36 plus 3 is 39. So what would be the value of 5 star 2? It would be 5 square plus 2, that is 25, plus 2 is 27. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Let's see question number 50. Which of the following prefixes can complete all the three words meaningfully? So enable, if I'm saying unlikely, it would be incorrect. Unable, unlikely, unbalanced, option B is the right answer for this question. More of a English question instead of a reasoning question. Let's see the next one. Again a question of blood relation, coded blood relation. We have to draw the diagram for all of this. We need to find in which of the following is R a brother of P. P asterisk Q. What is the meaning of P asterisk Q? That means P is the son of Q. P is the son of Q. Q percentage R. That means Q is the daughter of R. Q is the daughter of R. Here R is not the brother of P. Eliminated. Option B. Q percentage P. Q is the daughter of P. Q is the daughter of P. P and R. That means P is the mother of R. That means Q and R are Q is the sister of R. Option B is also incorrect. What about option C? R asterisk Q. R is the son of Q. R is the son of Q. Q and P. Q is the mother of P. Q is the mother of P. So here you can see that R is the brother of P. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. 6 persons PQRSTU are born in different years. Age is calculated with respect to 2019. Now understand how to solve these types of questions. Whenever these types of questions are asked, always start from the last year. That means 1946. It should be on the top. Then 1958. Write it in order. 1963, 1971, 1994, and 2006. Always write like this. That means the latest year should be at the last. After this you have to make one separate column, one very small column like this. In this column you are going to write the age. In this column you are going to write the age. Age is calculated, always a reference here is given to you. Age is calculated with respect to 2019. That is, this would be 13 years. Okay, this is 13 years, and then that means this would be 25 years approximately. Let me check once. From this is approximately 12 years, so 12 plus 13 is 25 years. Then here 23 years, that means it would be 48. Here it is 8, that means 56. Here it is 5, that means 61, and here it is 12, that is 73. So now these are the age. Now after that, let's start solving the question. After that, let's start solving the question. Okay, I'm just making a break here so that we can use our things. Now, sum of ages of S and P is 86. Sum of ages of S and P is 86. Now, what are the possible scenarios? That these are the possible scenario: 25 and 71, and 73 and 13. Okay. So these are the two possible scenarios. These are the two possible scenarios where age of S and P is 86. S is born in even number year. S is born in an even number year, and S is older than P. That means S would be born here, and then if S is born here, then that means P would be born here. If S is born here, P would be born here. And in both the cases, S is born in an even number year. S is born in an even number year. This would be incorrect. Why? Because Q is older than S. Q is older than S. Now T is born in an or odd number year. T is born in an odd number year. So any case can be possible here. Sum of P and R is 81. If P was 25, then R would be 56. R would be present here, T would be present here because this was the only odd year left. And then we would be having U, which would be present here. Which of the following is the birth year of P? 1994 is the birth year of P. I hope you have understood this question and how to solve year-based question. In the starting, I have told you there are year-based questions also, but now I hope you have understood how to approach these types of problems also. Let's see the next question now. Question number 53. Which group has letters with a position sum of 29? So let's see. This is 16 plus 17 plus 18. It would be incorrect. Why? Because it would lead to a very large number. 3 plus 4 plus 25. Again incorrect. It would lead to a very large number. 1 plus 2 plus 26. This is correct. It would lead to 29. Option C is the right answer. Let's see the next one. Eligibility criteria: should have passed 12th with a minimum of 60% marks, 40 WPM, that is word per limit, typing speed is a must, should have completed certificate course in a typing or data entry, age should be between 18 to 28 years only. So this is a question of candidate selection. Now let's see. Raj has passed 12th with 65%. This satisfies. It is 38 word per limit typing speed. Okay, but required was 40. Okay, just because of this, he is ineligible due to his typing speed. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Again, a question based on inequality. Let's see. So this is given. So C is less than A is less than equal to T is less T is equals to D is greater than equal to O. Then you have G greater than equal to D less than S. At the last you have T greater than equal to O. Now we have to check these conclusions whether A is less than equal to O or C is less than G or not. Now we have to find the relation between A and O. You can see from this to this there are two signs which with the opposite. Okay, so because of this opposite, no relationship between A and O can be formed. Conclusion 1 is incorrect. Now between C and G, C was less than D. I can say C is less than D and C is less than G also. Sorry, D is less than equal to G. That means C is less than G. So that is the conclusion. Second is correct. Only conclusion 2 follows. Let's see the next question. Question number 56. What? Find the wrong number in the given series. It is 5040, 720, 120, 24, 4, 2. This is multiplied by 2, multiplied by 6, multiplied by 5, multiplied by 6, multiplied by 7. So basically some mistake is given here. Okay, in this we should be multiplying by 3, that is 6, and then should have been multiplying by 4. That is why 4 is the incorrect. Instead of 4 we should be needed with a 6. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one, question number 57. Consider the following statement and choose the option that follows. Statement: the company has decided to switch to renewable energy sources for its operation. Inference: company aims to reduce its carbon footprints. It is totally correct. Why it is totally correct? Because if it is changing to renewable energy source, then carbon footprint reduces. The company's current energy sources are expensive. Company's current energy sources are expensive. We cannot infer this. Why? Because it's nothing mentioned about this in the statement. We cannot infer this. That is why only one follows. Let's see the next one, question number 58. Using the reverse code, what is the sum of the reverse position of the first and the last letter of knowledge? So what is the first letter? It is K, and the last letter it is E. What is the code for K? It is 11. And what is the code for E? It is 5. What is the reverse code? It is 16. It is 22. What is the sum? It is 38. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Letter series question. Let's see. BEY, BIU, BMQ, BQM, and we have to find the next term. So B is common, that means B would remain. Now E to I, it is addition of 4. I to M, it is addition of 4. M to Q, it is addition of 4. That means from Q, if I add 4, that is 17 plus 4, I would be getting 21. That is U. Option C is the correct answer for this question. That means the last term would be I. If in an examination, the center code and the roll number are decided by the initial of the states followed by digits in a particular pattern, like MH109674 for Maharashtra, which of the following roll number is likely to be from Uttar Pradesh? You just for these types of questions, some questions have been seen in the SSC examination. So what you can do, so you can just type the initials for any state. You can just search it, Google. You would be getting. So for Uttar Pradesh, it is UP. So for Maharashtra, it is MH. For Uttarakhand, it is UK. So you can just see these types of initials from Google or something, and you would be able to answer the question. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question. Question number 61. So in this question, instruction: identify the judgment that must hold for the statement to be valid. Then choose the correct option. Statement: in an attempt to modernize the agricultural output, the government has introduced AI based crop surveillance tools in rural zones with high farmer suicide rates. Judgment: traditional method of crop monitoring are entirely ineffective. Second one: technological intervention may directly improve the farmer well-being. Which of these judgment is correct? Only the second one is correct, whereas the first one is incorrect. Why? Because in the very sensitive zone where suicide rate is so high, AI based crop surveillance might help the farmers actually. So technological intervention might help the farmers well-being. Okay, but are the traditional methods entirely ineffective? No, it's not the case, because some traditional methods might be effective. They are effective actually. Okay, so that is the only judgment 2 follows, whereas judgment 1 does not follow. Let's see the question number 62. Again, inequality based question. I have kept a lot of inequality based questions just because uh, an aspirant who have been preparing for SSC have not practiced inequality a lot. So for that purpose, I have kept at approximately 5 to 6 questions of inequality. Okay, so just for you to get familiar with the concepts that are appearing in the examination. So what are the statement? S is greater than true, T is equal to U, V is greater than equal to W is less than T, O is equals to S is equals to P, W is greater than Q is greater than R. Okay, now let's see. We have to compare T and O. In both of these conclusions, we have to compare T and O. How can we compare T and O? See, S was greater than T and S is equals to O. Okay, S is greater than T and S is equals to O. So I can say that O is greater than T. I can also say that T is less than O. So that is why both of these conclusions are incorrect. Neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 follows, because T is actually less than O. Let's see question number 60. 64. I think some numbering issues. Okay, no issues. Let's see question number 64. Flow is coded as G hash 3x. Wolf is coded as X3 hash G. In the same language, foul would be coded as. Okay, let's see, let's understand. If you can see, F is coded as G only, L is coded as hash only in both of these cases, O is coded as W only, O is coded as 3 only, and W is coded as X only. That means the code is fixed, just you need to find the corresponding one. So corresponding F, the code is G, corresponding L, the code is hash, corresponding O, the code is 3, and corresponding W, the code is X. So what is the code for FOWL? What is the code for FOWL? It would be G3X hash. G3X hash. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 65. Find the group of letters that best completes the analogy based on the given letter transformation pattern. Now circle is given to you, circle, and circle is coded as D, J, S, F, M, D. Okay, circle is coded as D, J, S, F, M, D. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5-letter word is becoming a 6-letter word. Have to see how. And square, we have to see what a square is becoming. Now D, C is becoming D by addition of +1. I is becoming J by addition of +1. R is becoming S by addition of +1. C is becoming F by addition of 1. And E is becoming M and D indirectly. Okay, have to check this question still, because if you are just adding one, then we have to see. Just a second, give me a second to just check the question. Okay. Oh, okay, I have made one mistake here. Just hold on a second. Mm, I was thinking question is incorrect, but it was not the case. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so that I can write everything correctly once. Okay, so let me write everything once again. ICLE. Now this is written as D, J, S, F, M, and D. Okay, so this is +1, this is +1, this is +1. After this is +3, this is +1, and this is -1. So this is the logic. Now let's see square. That means we have to add one. T. Okay, till here we have to add a +1. Then +3, then +1, and then -1. At the last it would be D, then it would be S, and then it would be D again. Okay, it would be V, and it would be R. So TRVDSD, option B is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 66. DAPR, then we have FESU, then HIVX, then JMYA. We have to find the last we have to find the last set. So D is becoming F by addition of 2, F is becoming H by addition of 2, H is becoming J by an addition of 2, and if we add 2 in that, we would be getting L. So L would be the starting. Option D is the right answer. That means the remaining code would be LQBD. Let me show you once again how it is done. A is becoming E by addition of 5, addition of 5, addition of 5, and then addition of 5, m plus 5, that is 13 plus 5, it would lead to 18. Hold on a second, is it correct or not? Sorry, this is addition of 4 actually, not 5. This is addition of 4. Okay, this is addition of 4, then it would lead to q. M plus 4, it would lead to q. Now from P to S, P is becoming S by addition of 3, S is becoming V by addition of 3, V is becoming Y by addition of 3, Y plus 3, it would lead to B. R is becoming U by addition of 3, this is addition of 3, this is addition of 3, this is addition of 3. I hope this question is clear. Let's move on to the next question now. Italy is a beautiful village and China is a big building. What is the total number of words that begin with a consonant? Okay, I think this is duplicated, no need. What is the total number of words that begin with consonant? Okay, so beautiful village, China, big building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are total of 5 words which begin with a consonant. Let's see the next question. In a certain number system, there are only two notations to represent numbers, delta and beta. 0 is represented by delta. Okay, 0 is represented by delta and 1 is represented by beta. The subsequent numbers are represented in the following manner. 2 is represented by as beta delta, 3 is represented as beta beta, 4 is represented as beta delta delta, and 5 is represented as beta delta beta. How will you represent 81 in the given number system? So basically, if you have studied computer science or something in your school days, so you must have studied this chapter called binary conversion, binary to decimal conversion, decimal to binary conversion. And this question is a type of that only. This question is a type of that only. Okay. Now let me tell you how we solve these types of questions, how we code this. So basically, we have to convert this decimal system, this 2 3 4 5 6, this is a decimal system. We have to convert this to the binary system. Binary system is in the format of 0 and 1. Binary is in the format of 0 and 1 only. So you can see that 0 and 1 is given to you as delta and beta. Okay, 0 and 1 is given to you as delta and beta respectively. So that is your binary number system. Binary is always in the form of 0 and 1. Now how to convert this in the format of binary? So whenever you have a number, okay, so suppose I'm having the number as 2. So whenever I have the number 2, I have to divide this by 2 only. If I am having a number 5, I have to divide it by 2. If I'm having a number, I have to divide by 2. In every case, whenever you are converting decimal to binary, you have to divide by 2. So if I'm dividing by 2, what should I do? I am going to multiply this by 1. Understand? I am going to multiply this by 1. If I'm multiplying 2 by 1, I would be getting 2. Okay, then that means the remainder is 0. After this, I am again taking 2, and I am multiplying by 0, and then I am getting a remainder 1. So understand, we have to proceed, we have to keep on dividing by 2. Okay, we have to keep on dividing by 2, have to put the remainder here. Okay, we have to write the remainder here, and hold on a second, just a second. Mm, just a second. Mhm. We have to write the remainder here, and we have to keep dividing until and unless we receive 0 here. After we have received 0 here, then we have to write in the reverse order, that is 1 0. So 2 in the binary number system would be written as 1 0, and 1 0 is beta delta. Let's take a little larger number so that we can get a lot of numbers to multiply. Suppose we are taking 5. Okay, so let's take, so 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, then we would be getting remainder as 1. Again, let's 2 multiplied by 1, we will be getting 2, then remainder is 0. Then 2 multiplied by 0, we would be getting the remainder as 1. So taking in the reverse order, we would be getting the number as 101, that is beta delta beta. So you can see all of these examples are given to you as it is. Let's take some bigger numbers. Suppose I am taking let's take 20. Let's take 20. So 20, I'm dividing by 2. So 2 10 times is 20. We would be getting the remainder as 0. 2 5 times is 10, getting remainder as 0. 2 2 times, we would be getting 4, the remainder is 1. Okay, 2 multiplied by 1, we would be getting the remainder as 0. 2 multiplied by 0, we would be getting the remainder as 1. So what would be the, how would 20 will be coded? It would be coded as 10100. That means beta delta beta delta delta. So beta delta can be substituted by anything. In next examination, in next cycle, he can give you some alpha beta gamma, not something, he can code it anything. This is just coding, but the main concept is this one. The main concept is this one. I hope you have understood this point. I hope this point is now clear. Okay, so I'm going to remove this because I have a limitation of space. Okay, or what I can do, if I can add some slide here. I don't think so I can add something. Okay, okay. So I'm just going to have to erase this some part. Okay, I'm just going to erase this part so that I can solve the question, that is 81. But I hope that you have understood this point. I'm explaining to you. Now we have 81. Okay, we have 81. So we would be multiplying by 40. We would be getting the remainder as 1. We would be multiplying by 20. We would be getting remainder as 2, 0. 2 multiplied by 10, remainder 0. 2 multiplied by 5, remainder 0. 2 multiplied by 2, remainder 1. 2 multiplied by 1, remainder 0. And 2 multiplied by 0, remainder 1. So what is the number in the reverse order? It is 1010001. Okay, now let's just code. It would be beta, 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 and all of the remaining is delta. So 3 delta consecutive delta option. Hold on. Option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope the logic of this question is clear to all of you. Okay. Various videos were available on this topic. Okay. When this question was asked, but I don't think it's worth at that time. But if any type of this question is asked, okay, I hope it would be clear to all of you. Okay, so this is a topic which if I'm going to teach, so then it would take at least 1 hour, because I'm not just going to explain you binary decimal. I would be explaining you some more points about this, so that if any variation, even if any variation of this topic comes in the examination, you are best equipped to solve these types of questions. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 69. Which of the word comes last in the dictionary? We have bench, beneath, bend, and bent. So ben is common. Ben is common in each of these. Okay, so we have C. So we have C next letter, we have E next letter, we have D next letter, and we have T next letter. So bent would come last, because T is the next letter and which it would come last in the dictionary. Let's see the next one. Sentence. Reflections are clearer in calm waters. If each letter is mirrored using alphabetical symmetry, what is the second letter of the sixth word after mirroring? I hope you have understood the question. If not, let me explain. The sentence is this: reflections are clearer in calm waters. In calm waters. Now all of these are mirrored using the alphabetical symmetry, because just you have to take the opposite letter. But if we start making this like just start converting each and every letter, it would take a lot of time. So we just let's read this point. Second letter of the sixth word. Second letter of the sixth word. What is the sixth word? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Sixth. Okay, what is the second letter? Second letter is A. Second letter is A, but it would not remain A, it would become Z, because after the symmetry, after taking the mirror image of A, it would be Z. So option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope question number 70 is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 71. Which of the following alternate will fill the blanks? Again a letter series question. PQ, we have a dash, ST, QR dash, TP dash, RST. Okay, so this is the question which is given to us. Let's see. So we have PQ. Okay, we have PQ. So if I am putting R here and if I am putting S here, so I can say PQRST. So PQRST. Okay, or I can say QRSTP. So it would be QRSTP, QRST. Okay, so the correct would be, I think there is something missing here. There is one blank that should have been present here, and it would lead to P. So it would be PQRST, PQRST. So the correct would be RPSQ. RPSQ. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 73 now. How many meaningful four-letter English words can be formed using the first, second, third, and the fourth letter of the word camera when counted from left to right, and using each letter only once in each word? So what is the word which is given to us? Camera. Okay, what is the first letter? First letter is C, second letter is A, third letter is M, and fourth letter is E. So how many meaningful four-letter words can be formed using these four letters? Okay, how many words can be formed? Let's see. Just a second. So in this question, three words can be formed. First is came, then we have mace, and then we have acme. So three letters can be formed, but but these types of questions, if your vocabulary is not very strong, then it's better to skip these types of questions because it might lead to negative marks, and not a lot of surety is always around these types of questions. So three words are possible. Option D is the right answer. Let's move on to question number 74. Now, if P denotes addition, D denotes subtraction, S denotes multiplication, and V denotes division, what will be the value of the following expression? Let's see this question. So now let's substitute. Okay, let's start substituting. 5 in bracket we have 7. S means multiplication by 3. D means subtraction, and this would be 3 in bracket 8 plus 6. Then we have V, that means divided by, we would be having 11. Okay, just a second, it would be 7, sorry. And then we have D, that means minus 11. 3 S is multiplication, 13 multiplication 2. Then we have P, that means plus 2, 41 multiplied by 9. Okay, now let's see, let's start solving. This is 3 multiplied by 7, 21 multiplied by 5, 105, minus 3 multiplied by 14 divided by 7, it would lead to 6, minus uh, just a second, might be some errors here. V7, that means divided by 7. D means minus 11. In bracket we have 3 multiplied by 13 multiplied by 2, this is 78. Okay, and then we have 78 multiplied by 11. Okay. Okay, no problem. We have 78 multiplied by 11, that means we would be getting 858. Okay, so it is leading to 858. And then we have 9, and it would lead to 36. 369 multiplied by 2, 738. So it would lead to 738. Now 738 plus 105, it will lead to 843, minus 6 minus 858. This would lead to minus 15, minus 6, it would lead to minus 21. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Again, a very good question, very good question in terms of mathematical operation. Let's see question number 75 now. Choose the odd one out. We have 17P hash, 13J, 19R, 23B. 17 and P, that means P is 16, 16 plus 1 is 17, J is 10, R is 18, 18 plus 1 is 19, V is 22, 22 plus 1 is 23. That is why option B is the odd one out, because it should have been 11 instead of 13. Let's see the question number 77. Now this is a question of circle based seating arrangement. Now understand how to solve these types of problems. Again, in my previous lectures also I have told you, whenever you have a whenever you need to solve the questions related to circular arrangement, I have asked you to better not to draw a circle. Instead, draw this type of structure when you have 8 people. Okay, if you have seen my RRB NTPC class, I have also told you this approach there, because in this way you would be easily able to find the opposite. Okay, so this is the 8-person seating arrangement, and all of them are facing towards the center. So I usually in my classes I have shown you these types of arrows, which shows that people are facing inside. No need to draw this in the examination. I'm just drawing so that I can explain the concept to those people who have not studied these types of things. Now I'm saying that if C is sitting second to the right of A, which is given in the first point, so I'm saying that A is sitting here. I have just assumed that A, you can assume anywhere. So I'm just assuming that A is sitting here, and C is second to the right of A means C is towards the right of A, and one person is between C and A. E is sitting opposite of C, so you can see how easily we were able to put E opposite to C. But in circular arrangement and all, so if you create a circle and all, might be slight confusion if you have an odd number of people. Okay, now F is sitting immediate left of E, that means F is sitting here. B is immediate right of A, B is sitting here. Just a second. Yeah, so in this so B was sitting immediate right of A, G is sitting immediate left of D. Now only two places are available where you can put here. So G is sitting immediate left of D, that means G is placed here, D is placed here, and G would be placed here. Now now what is who is the person that is left here? B C D E F G H. H would be placed here. Who is sitting second to the right of D? Is E is sitting second to the right of, sorry, image sitting to the right of D. F is sitting immediate right of D. F is sitting immediate right of D. Option D is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. If the seventh day of the month is 3 days before Friday, which day will be 20th of that month be? Now understand, that means the seventh of any month is 3 days before Friday. What is 3 days before Friday? Thursday, Wednesday, and Tuesday. That means the seventh is Tuesday. Seventh is Tuesday. If seventh is Tuesday, what you need? You need 20th of that month. 20th of that month. So 20th of that month, how we can do? We can just divide this 20 by 7. What remainder we would get? What remainder we would be getting? We would be getting remainder as 6 or minus 1. So either you can add 6 in Tuesday or you can subtract minus 1. You would be getting Monday. Okay. So option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope you have studied the concept of negative remainder in your mathematics classes. Okay, let's see question number 79. How many of the given roll numbers are palindromes? Numbers that read the same forward and backward. So palindrome numbers are those numbers which read same in the forward direction and same in the backward direction. So first number 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So you can see 1, 2, 3 and then 3, 2, 1 reverse. So this is a palindrome number. 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 4, 6, 5, 4 and then you have 4, 5, 6. This is also palindrome number. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. So you have 1, 1, 2 and then you have 2, 1, 1. This is also a palindrome number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not in the, this is not does not read same in the forward and backward. That is why this is not a palindrome number. So only 3 roll numbers are there which are palindrome. I hope this question is clear to all of you. This time examiner have explained what palindrome number is, but there might be a chance he does not explain what palindrome number is. So in that case, this becomes very important. So that is why I have taken this question, okay, for you, so that you can get a understanding of the concept of this question. Let's see question number 80. I think we have discussed this type of question. It is repeated. Let's see question number 81. We have P1, Q2, R3, S4. So you can see all of these numbers are present here. We have to choose the odd one out. So P, Q, R, S, T. Okay. Okay. We have this till now. Then we have 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have E. Okay. E6. This is the odd number. Why? Because in this series there should be U6. Because all of these were arranged in the alphabetical order, it should have been U instead of E. That is why this is the odd one out. Let's see the next one. Question number 82. 20, 62, 186. Sorry, this is not 186. This is 189. Okay, 189. Then 571. Then 1718. And then we have to find the next number. So this is, if I'm multiplying by 3 and if we are adding 2, then we can get this. If we are multiplying this by 3 and then if we are adding 3, if we are multiplying this by 3, okay, we would be getting 5, just a second, we would be getting 189 multiplied by 3, 27, and then 54 and 56. Then we would be adding 4. So this is the common pattern here. This is the common pattern here. That means now you need to multiply this by 3 and you need to add 6 here. So multiplied by 3, okay, multiplied by 3, you would be getting 54 and 51 and add 6 here, 5160. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Okay, in the following question, select the related word from the given options. Jurisprudence related to law. Epistemology is related to which one? Okay, now let's see. Let's see this question. So in this question, jurisprudence is basically the study of law, and epistemology is the study of knowledge. It is the study of knowledge. So that is why option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question, question number 84. So we have to find which option would come next in the series. We have RST. I'm really sorry. R is becoming S, S is becoming T, then U, V, W, X, Y. Then the next would start from Z. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Z, A, B is the right answer. I hope you will figure out the rest. Let's see this. In each of the following questions, the second word is formed by applying a specific alphabetical coding pattern to the first word. Apply the same pattern to the third word to choose the correct option from the given choices. Now CUT, this is related to B, D, T, V, S, U. Now C can be related to B and D, that is uh, C minus 1 and C plus 1. This is B and D. U, it is related to T and V, minus 1 plus 1. Similarly T, minus 1 and plus 1, we would be getting S and U. So what is related to tip? What is related to tip? Minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, and minus 1 plus 1. So T minus 1 is S, then U, I minus 1 is H and J, P minus 1 O and Q. So S U H J O Q, option B is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Instruction. Identify the assumption necessary for the statement to be valid and then choose the correct option. Statement that DPSP are non-justiciable in nature, meaning they cannot be enforced by the courts. However, they serve as guidelines for the government to formulate policies that promote social justice, economic welfare, and the overall well-being of the citizens. Assumption that DPSP serve as directives to the government for formulating policies aimed at promoting welfare. Is this correct or not? Yes, this is correct because this is mentioned in the statement that these are guidelines for government to so that they can formulate policies based on these guidelines so that welfare can be promoted. Second, since DPSP cannot be enforced by the laws, they have limited significance in actual governance. Okay. Third one, the inclusion of DPSP in the constitution reflects the importance of social justice and welfare in the Indian governance. So, let's see the second one. Now, since the DPSP cannot be enforced by the courts, do they have limited significance in actual governance? Do they have limited significance in the actual governments? Okay. So they do not have very limited role. Okay. So even they are not enforceable in code, but they play a very very important role. If you remember all the articles related to DPSP, they have a very important role because many of the policies are framed or based on that. Okay, so you remember the education access to all and all. Okay, so these things are now in the fundamental right also. Okay, so they play a very important role in the actual governance, so that is why this is incorrect. Inclusion of DPSP in constitution reflect importance of social justice. Yes, this is very very, just a second, don't know what is happening right now. Okay, so this is implied, this is correct, so only 1 and 3 are implied, whereas the second one is not implied. I hope you have understood this question. Let's move on to the next question now. Find the option that best completes the analogy. You have DP is related to X and Z. In the same way, EN is related to, we have to find that. D is 4 and this is 24. This is 16 and this is 26. Okay. Now, see how it can be related. Okay. So, if I am saying this is 4, I can also write it as 30. I can also write it as 30, and basically I am adding 4 here. Okay, I'm adding 4 here, or see, but in a better way, if I'm talking in see, from this to this, it's very difficult to form a common pattern. Okay, but what if I'm forming a pattern between D and Z? What if I'm performing a pattern between D and Z? If I am saying I am subtracting minus 4, okay, or I am saying ki, if I'm subtracting minus 4 in this, hold on a second. So basically it's not a common pattern that is being observed here. So I'm just saying key I'm just saying because usually they used to give, because of these confusion, because they used to give at least two examples so that common logic can be formed, but now they have started giving only one. Okay, no problem. This is minus 6 and this is plus 10. If we form similar type of pattern here, minus 6, that is 5 minus 6, that is 31. uh, 26 plus 5 is 31. 31 minus 6 is 25, that is y. And n plus 10, that is 14 plus 10 is 24, that is x. So yx is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question, question number 88. This is a question related to address matching. We have Ajay Yadav. Okay, we have Ajay Yadav 16a. So I think all of these till here everything is correct as far as I can see. Then we have Maple Heights. Maple spelling is also correct. Okay, Heights spelling is also correct. In all of these, we have sector 45. uh, we can eliminate option 2 because it is having Gurugram, not Gurgaon. Then we have 122001. Eliminate option 3 because it is having 02. Now what about first and the fourth one? We need to find first and the fourth one. So yeah, first and the fourth one are identical. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see question number 89. In a row of 60 students, Meena is 25th from the left and Rupa is 20th from the right. How many students are there in between them? So total, I have explained this the similar type of question to you previously, but since 3-4 questions of these types were asked in the examination, I wanted to you for you to be better prepared. So that's why I have kept one more question like this. So total is equals to left plus right minus 1. These are of the same person. So if I'm taking total number of students as 60, I am considering Meena, uh, who is 25th from the left, and we have to find from the right position. It would lead to 35 plus 1, 36. So Meena is 36 from the right. Meena is 36 from the right, and how many students are there between Meena and Rupa? It would be 36 minus 20 minus 1. It would be 15. Option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope you have understood this. Which group doesn't match the pattern? Which group doesn't match the pattern? So you can see 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 20 is 50. 15 plus 20, 15 plus 10 is 25, 25 plus 15 is 40. This is plus 6 and this is plus 12, and this is plus 40 and this is plus 20, 28. Or in a better way, I can also say this is multiplied by 2 and this is also multiplied by 2, but on the remaining things this is not multiplied by 2. Okay. What else we can observe here? What else we can observe here in this? Okay, so clearly this logic is not satisfied here. What else we can think of? Mm, in this, mm, what else we can think of? Ki if just a second, just let me remove this. Just let me remove this because this is not being satisfied here, and this is not a consistent logic. What if we take the difference of these two, 10 multiplied by 2 and plus 20 plus 30 is 50. If we take the difference of this, we would be getting 10 multiplied by 2, 20. And if we take the difference here, 6 multiplied by 2, 12 is 36. 28, uh, okay. So what we can do, the logic here is take the difference 30 minus 20 multiplied by 2 plus the second number is equal to the third number. So in this 25 minus 15 multiplied by 2, this is 10 multiplied by 2 plus 25. It would give us 10 plus 10 multiplied by 2 is 20. It would give us 45. In this case, it is 6 multiplied by 2, 12. 12 plus 24 is 36. This is also being satisfied. 14 multiplied by 2 is 28. 28 plus 28 is 56. That is why option B is the odd one out. I hope you have understood this question. Let's move on to the next question, question number 91. Again, a question related to syllogism. All metals are elements. All metals are elements. Some elements are gases. Some elements are gases. Hold on a second. Just let me correct this. Some gases are elements. Okay. Now, conclusion. Some metals are gases. Is it correct or is it incorrect? Totally incorrect. Why? Because there is no direct relationship between metal and gases. All gases being elements is a possibility. All gases being element is a possibility. Yes, it is totally a possibility. Only conclusion 2 follows. Let's see question number 92. Complete the pattern. We have 2, then we have 12, then we have 36, then we have 80, then we have 150. We have to find the next number. Basically what we are doing, we are multiplying this by 6 by 3 and then we are not multiplying. So basically this is not the logic. What else we can think of? If we take the difference, we would be getting 10, then we would be getting 24, then we would be getting 34 and 44, then we would be getting 70. So the difference here is of 14, it is of 20, it is of 26. So 6 and 6. So yeah, so the next would be 6 and we would be taking 32. 32 plus 70 is 102. The next number would be 252. Option C is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one, question number 93. I think we have solved this question. Okay, I think we have solved this question. Let's see the next one, question number 94. In each of the following questions, a specific letter-to-letter coding pattern is applied to the first word to obtain the second word. Apply the same pattern to the third one and choose the correct option from the given alternatives. So we have X, X, Y, Z, Y, Y. This is corresponding to C, C, B, A, B, B. Now you know these are coded to the corresponding opposite letter. These are coded to the corresponding opposite letter because opposite of X is C, opposite of Y is B, opposite of Z is A. So similarly, what would be the code for X, Y, Y, Z, Z, Y? It would be C, B, B, A, B. C, B, B, A, B. Option D is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question, question number 95. What will come in the place of the question mark? You have 4, you have 9, then you have 2, you have 3, then you have 5, then you have 7, you have 8, you have 1, and then you need to find this number. This is basically a question of matrix type missing number. Okay. Now let's see what number would come in the place of this. Now understand. Okay, just a second. So 492, we have in the first row we have 492, then we have 357, then we have 8, and then we have question mark. Okay. So if you see 4 and 2, so 4 multiplied by 2 plus 1 is 9, but 3 multiplied by 7 plus 1 is not 5. Okay, all are single digit numbers. If you take the sum of this row, we would be getting 13 plus 2 15 and 15 here also. So the sum is 15 though, so the sum is constant. That is why the correct answer for this question would be 15 minus 8 minus 1, that is 15 minus and 9. We would be getting 6. Option A is the right answer for this question. Let's see the next one, question number 96. Okay, so basically this was the last question of our class. Okay, so we have completed all the must do questions that were required for SSC CGL 2026, which were asked in SSC CGL 2025. Okay, we hope to bring many more series like this to you, but till then keep practicing, keep studying hard, and if you have liked this lecture, please leave a review in the comment section. Okay, so thank you very much, we'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.